Welcome back to English Boost Everyday, everyone. Today, we're tackling a topic that every language learner struggles with at some point real life conversation skills. And guess what? Yapmanız gereken 5 şeyi öğreneceksin. That's right. You're about to discover 5 essential strategies to help you start conversations, keep them flowing naturally, and handle spontaneous topics with ease. I'm Michael, your host, and I'm thrilled to be joined by our fantastic guest, Sarah, who's an expert in practical communication techniques. Let's dive right in.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here today. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, initiating and maintaining conversations in English can be challenging. Today, we're going to share actionable tips and strategies, everything from conversation starters and active listening techniques to role playing exercises. Our goal is to equip you with the confidence and skills you need to communicate effectively in both social and professional settings. So, let's jump right into our first tip.
Our first essential strategy is mastering conversation starters. One of the biggest hurdles many learners face is not knowing how to begin a conversation. Sarah, what are some effective techniques to break the ice?
Great question, Michael. A simple yet powerful technique is to prepare a few go to conversation starters. For example, you can comment on the environment, ask about someone's day, or even mention a shared interest. Try using questions like, "What do you enjoy most about this event?" Or, "Have you seen any good movies lately?" These open ended questions invite discussion and make it easier to engage. It's also helpful to personalize your approach. If you notice something interesting about the person you're talking to, mention it. For instance, "I love your jacket. Where did you get it?" Small compliments or observations can go a long way in starting a meaningful conversation.
That's excellent advice. Having a few reliable icebreakers in your pocket can really boost your confidence when meeting new people. Now, let's move on to our second essential strategy active listening. Active listening is crucial for keeping conversations flowing. Sarah, can you explain what active listening entails and share some practical tips?
Absolutely, Michael. Active listening means fully focusing on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. It involves not just hearing words, but also paying attention to tone, body language, and context. A simple way to practice active listening is to nod or give verbal cues like, "I see," or "That's interesting." Paraphrasing what the speaker said also shows that you're engaged. For example, if someone describes a recent trip, you might respond, "So, you really enjoyed the local cuisine and cultural sites, right?" This technique reinforces understanding and encourages deeper conversation. Additionally, avoid interrupting and give the other person ample time to express their thoughts. This respectful approach fosters a more natural and flowing dialogue.
Active listening really transforms a conversation. It shows respect and makes the other person feel heard. Now, let's dive into our third essential strategy role playing real life scenarios. Many learners find it difficult to respond spontaneously during conversations. Sarah, how can role playing help overcome this challenge?
Role playing is a fantastic way to simulate real life interactions in a low pressure environment. I recommend practicing common scenarios such as ordering food at a restaurant, making small talk at a social gathering, or even handling a brief professional meeting. For instance, you could set up a role play with a friend where one person acts as a customer and the other as a waiter. This exercise allows you to practice vocabulary and expressions repeatedly until they become second nature. It's also a great opportunity to experiment with different tones and speeds of speech. The key is to treat these role plays as fun, interactive exercises rather than formal tests. The more you practice, the more naturally you'll respond in actual conversations.
That's so true. Role playing helps bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and real world application. Moving on to our fourth essential tip handling spontaneous topics. Sometimes conversations can take unexpected turns, and you might feel unprepared. Sarah, what strategies can help you handle spontaneous topics confidently?
Handling spontaneous topics can indeed be challenging, but preparation is key. One effective strategy is to expand your general knowledge about a variety of subjects. This doesn't mean you have to be an expert in everything, but having a broad understanding can help you contribute to many different conversations. Another tip is to practice quick thinking exercises. Try summarizing your opinions on a random topic in 30 seconds. This helps train your brain to organize thoughts on the fly. Additionally, if you ever feel stuck, it's perfectly fine to ask clarifying questions. For example, you might say, "Could you tell me more about that?" Or, "What's your perspective on this issue?" This not only buys you a bit of time, but also shows genuine interest in the discussion.
Great advice. Asking questions not only helps keep the conversation going, but also makes the other person feel valued. And now, let's talk about our fifth and final essential strategy: integrating expert tips and feedback. Real life conversations can always be improved with a bit of expert guidance. Sarah, what are some ways to incorporate expert advice into your conversation practice?
One of the best ways to improve is to get feedback from people who are proficient in English. You can join conversation clubs, language exchange groups, or even online forums where native speakers provide constructive criticism. Additionally, there are plenty of online resources, such as podcasts and YouTube channels, that offer tips on conversation skills. Another great approach is to record your conversations and listen to them later. This allows you to pinpoint areas where you might be hesitating or using filler words, and then work on those specific issues. By integrating expert advice and reflecting on your practice sessions, you can continuously refine your conversational skills and boost your overall fluency.
Let's quickly recap the 5 essential things you must do to master practical English conversation skills. 1. Master conversation starters. Use open-ended questions and personalized observations to break the ice. 2. Practice active listening. Engage fully by giving verbal cues, paraphrasing, and respecting the speaker's turn. 3rd, role-play real-life scenarios. Simulate everyday situations with a partner to build confidence and fluency. 4th, handle spontaneous topics. Expand your general knowledge and practice quick thinking exercises to stay prepared. 5. Integrate expert tips and feedback. Join conversation groups, seek constructive criticism, and review your recorded practice sessions.
Exactly, Michael. These strategies are designed to help you transform everyday conversations into engaging, fluent exchanges. With a mix of preparation, practice, and active engagement, you'll find that speaking English becomes a natural and enjoyable experience.
Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to encourage all our listeners to start applying these tips right away. Whether you're initiating a conversation at a social event or practicing with a language partner online, every effort you make will build your confidence and improve your skills. Remember, effective communication is a journey, and every conversation is an opportunity to learn and grow.
Absolutely. Don't be discouraged by occasional hiccups. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. Keep practicing, stay curious, and gradually, you'll notice your conversations becoming more fluid and natural. The key is to be patient and persistent. Your progress will come with time.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Sarah, and a huge thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. If you found today's episode helpful, please check out our previous videos on speaking, listening, vocabulary, and writing. We update our channel daily with fresh, engaging content, so be sure to visit every day.
Yes, please remember to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode, like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends. Your support is what makes our community thrive and inspires us to keep bringing you practical language tips.
That's right. So, as you leave today's session, keep these 5 essential strategies in mind to master practical English conversation. Master your conversation starters, practice active listening, engage in role playing, handle spontaneous topics with ease, and integrate expert feedback. With these tools, you'll be well on your way to elevating your daily communication and speaking English with confidence.
Keep practicing, keep interacting, and never stop learning. Every conversation is a step toward greater fluency, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
Thank you again for joining us on Practical English. Master real life conversations and speak with ease. Don't forget to check out our previous episodes for more actionable language tips, subscribe for daily updates, and share this podcast with your friends and family. Together, we're building a vibrant community of confident English speakers.
Goodbye, everyone. Stay motivated, keep engaging in conversations, and we'll see you in the next episode with more dynamic language insights.
Until next time, this is Michael, with Sarah by my side, signing off. Have an amazing day and keep speaking with ease and confidence.